Sgorio, joiwch y chwarae.
Mae wedi gwneud ei benderfyniad, a does neb yn gallu dadlau ag e.
Screwfix Sprint, yn noddi Pêl-droed ar S4C.
Mae Sgorio wedi crwydro tua'r gorllewin, ond pwy fydd y mentro i'r gemau ail gyfle. 4 clwb o fewn cyrraedd y seithfed safle holl bwysig na ar ben wythnos ola'r tymor yn Uwch Gynghrair Cymru, JD, a gêm Gynghrair ola'r gŵr yma, Christian Edwards, rheolwr Met Caerdydd, yn rhoi'r gorau iddi ar ddiwedd y tymor. Dwi ddim yn mynd i ar ei bysiau, dim dyna yn y dyfodol i Christian Edwards, ond be fydd yn digwydd prawn yma? Hwlffordd yn cwrdd a Met Caerdydd, 4 clwb yn ceisio sicrhau'r seithfed safle yna a sicrhau lle yn y gemau ail gyfle. Mae'n wych cael bod yma, prawn da i chi. Wych cael cwmni Siôn Meredith gyda ni hefyd, yn yr heilwen hefyd, Siôn, mae'n braf yn y gorllewin. A pwy feddyliau bydd y gymaint o bobl eisiau gorffen y seithfed yn y Gynghrair yma?
Wel, hollol, ti'n bod, dydy ddim ffordd mewn i Ewrop, ond wrth gwrs maen nhw'n mynd i herio am cwpan her yr Alban, wrth gwrs. Ond pa mor ddiddorol i wi, gêm wythnos diwetha Aberystwyth, bydden nhw falle un gêm lle bydden nhw falle gallu cwmpo allan o'r Gynghrair. Ond maen nhw'n hefyd yn herio am y seithfed safle yna, felly diddorol dros ben.
A'r 4 sy'n mynd am y seithfed safle, am hwnni, pan chi'n gweld beth sydd wedi digwydd wythnos yma, cadarnhad bod y bari wedi disgyn, mae'n jyst yn dangos fai mor agos oedd i'r ein i gyd.
Wel, mi oedd i, a dyn ni wedi clywed bod y Pont y Bryd wedi bod yn llwyddiannus, felly llongyfarchiadau a croeso i'r Gynghrair iddyn nhw ar gyfer tymor nesaf, ond dyn ni wedi colli un o clybiau gorau'r Gynghrair yn Bari, Siom, ond dyna natur Pêl-droed yn anffodus.
Ie, mae wedi bod mor agos tymor yma. Digon o amser i ni edrych yn ôl dros y cyfan, dros yr wythnos nesaf, ond pnawn ma fel hyn mae pethau ar ben wythnos ola'r tymor. Cadarnhad bod y bala yn ail felly, a Dre Newydd yn drydydd, safle gorau nhw ers blynyddoedd. Brwydr bach i weld pwy fydd yn bedwerydd rhwng Fflint a Chanarfon, a dyma hi felly o ran y seithfed safle yna. Holl bwysig, Met ar fandes, felly Cei Conna gyrraedd na. Hyd yn oed o'r popeth sydd wedi digwydd i nhw, a derwyddon cefn fel cadarnhad, maen nhw yw'r gweitha erioed yn y 12 disgler, efallai maen nhw fydd y gweitha erioed ebyn diwedd y penwythnos, a mae'n rhyfedd gweld nhw a'r Bari yn cwrdd ar y penwythnos ola yna hefyd. Na ni gadwch chi mewn cysylltiad ar cyfan sy'n digwydd fan hyn ac ar draws y gemau i gyd, ond fel o'n i'n sôn, gêm ola Dr Christian Edwards yng ngofal Met Caerdydd, os na greid yn o'r gemau ail gyfle wrth gwrs. Gath ei ail dysioned yn gynharach.
Well, Christian, the race for the playoffs, it's gone down right to the final game. What are you expecting this afternoon from a Haverfordwest side that have vastly improved this season?
Yeah, they're much improved. They're a good side. I watched them against Connors Quay last week. I've not seen a team with a passing performance like that at Connors Quay's pitch. I thought they were excellent. Of course, we know they lost the game, but they're still a very good side. And it's a dangerous team we're playing against today.
On a personal note for you, could potentially be your last game, but you could, push for the playoffs. How much would that mean to you to just have, a couple more games with Cardiff Met?
Of course, I'd like to extend it to 2 more games. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But it's not about me today. It's about our group of players making sure they go up against a very good Haverfordwest side and put on a performance. If they put a performance on, I know they'll win. That's very simple.
A bit of a theme this season, Christian, has perhaps been the lack of goals in this Cardiff Met side. How do you unlock that potential this afternoon?
Just working on the principles that we have. I think people like yourself had us going down at the start of the season, so we're always striving to be better, and we've kept quite a lot of clean sheets this year. And if we can keep clean sheets, that's always a good recipe for being able to win football games. If we can take our chances then at the other end, and that's across the team, not just with the forwards, then we have a very good chance of winning the game.
Christian, diolch yn fawr.
Ie, pob lwc i Christian Edwards, bydd hi'n odds. Gweld y Met, hebddo fe wrth y lliw, tymor nesa. Siôn, just ambell i'r chafbwynt fan hyn, mynd o Ewrop yn amlwg, codi cwpan y Gynghrair. Felly peth mwyaf, mae wedi bod nas dros degawd, a wedi dod â'r clwb i fyny'r cyngreiriau sefydlu nhw'n y Gynghrair yma, fe'n y gamp yw hwnna.
Ie, mae'n dipyn o gamp. Dyn ni'n gwybod pa mor galed yw i yn JD Cymru North a'r de. Maen nhw'n gyngreiri caled i ddod allan o. Felly, pob llwyddiant iddo fe. Fel chwaraewr, dros 100 o gemau i Abertawe. Un cap i Gymru, dwi'n meddwl, dwi'n mlaen lle Chris Coleman. Felly, pwy bynnag maen nhw'n mynd i dod mewn yn ei le fe, mae nhw esgidiau mawr i llenwi.
Ie, bydd hi'n rhyfedd gweld nhw hebddo fe tymor nesa, a hefyd, y criw o chreuwyr mae'n ambell un di gadael, ond mae yna lot o wynebau cyfarwydd, maen nhw gyd wedi bod â'i gilydd am flynyddoedd. Bydd hi'n sioc y system o ran y Met?
Ie, i ryw raddau, ti'n meddwl am chwaraewyr fel Elliot Evans, a chwaraewyr fel ni. Maen nhw wedi bod yn y clwb sbel, felly fi wedi siŵr fydd yna newid yn ystod y tymor nesa, ond gobeithio newid i'r gorau iddyn nhw.
Ie, gyn nhw beth dros yr wythnosau nesaf o ran Met Caerdydd. Wrth gwrs, tra bod un reolwr yn paratoi adael ar ôl dros degawd, mae un gŵr newydd gyrraedd Hwlffordd, 10 gêm, mae wedi bod wrth y lliw yn swyddogol. Nicky Hyan, di roedd y cytundeb newydd hefyd, gath e air dysioned yn gynharach hefyd.
Well, Nicky, we'll start with the news that broke last night that you've extended your contract here at Haverfordwest. Nicky, you seem to really be enjoying your time here.
Yes, it is, and I felt from the first moment a lot of confidence. And I think it's a match so far, and everyone was on board, and the players like it, I like it, so there was no problem to extend the contract.
Good news, just before a big game today against Cardiff Met. What are you expecting from your opposition this afternoon?
Yeah, I also think it's the last game of their manager, so I think they want to end the season also in style for him. So I think there are two teams who are really going to fight for the victory, and there are 4 teams who are still able to take that 7th position. So yeah, everyone will do their best to take the spot.
You're pushing for your highest finish since 2009 in the league. Considering, it was a tough start to the start of the season, you must be really proud of the work that you've achieved.
Yeah, but it's not only my work, because I'm a team player, and actually the players did exactly what we've asked, and also the coaching staff. So no, I'm grateful for everyone who contributed to this level. But yeah, we can finish also in style and take the 7th position. I even didn't know since 2009. But no, we just see game by game, and it's the final game of this phase, and I hope we can continue the season.
Nicky Hyan, y gŵr o wlad Belg. Lot o bethau diddorol yn digwydd fan hyn yn Hwlffordd, Sion. Rheolwr ma di ymestyn i gytundeb, bod ni'n gweld nhw gwmpas y dre yn hyrwyddo'r gêm. Mae yna fynediad am ddim, maen nhw'n hysbysebu am swyddi. Beth yw am y clwb ma? Bach o uchelgais?
Ydy, fel y ti'n gweud, maen nhw'n hysbysebu am swyddi oddi ar y cam, maen nhw'n cryfau, pethau fel marchnata, PR, a maen dod y pobl mewn sy'n mynd i edrych ar o'r elfen o'r clwb, a hefyd, ni'n siŵr welwn ni newidiadau oedd ar y car, mynd i system hybrid, lle falle bu hanner y garfan yn broffesiynol. Felly, pethau amgeisiol ofnadw yma.
Ie, a mae lot o drafod i bod wythnos yma yn sgil y ffaith bod ambell i glwb ddim wedi cael trwydded a ddim yn gallu esgyn, ond chi'n cael y teimlo, mae yna fwy i fod yn y Gynghrair yma na jyst beth sy'n digwydd ar y cae yn amlwg.
Yn sicr, mae'n Gynghrair anodd i fynd mewn i, fel o'n i'n gweud, unwaith ti'n cwmpa allan i'r Cyngor is, mae'n anodd yn adw dyn ôl mewn, felly cadw'r clwb yn y Gynghrair yma, anelu am y 6 uchaf bydde nod Hwlffordd blwyddyn nesaf, felly mae'n diwrnod exciting i'r clwb.
Ydy, maen nhw wedi cyflogi DJ hefyd. Mae'r sŵt sy'n Mae'r hael yn gwenu, mae'n y gerddoriaeth. Mae'n wych cael bod yma. Ar ben wythnos ola y tymor arferol. Mae'n lot fwy i ddod o ran yr Gynghrair yma ac o ran sgorio ar S4C tymor yma. Maen nhw'n heidio yma. Mae'n rhad o cymryd i ddod mewn. Dewch chi nôl ato ni wedi'r egwyl.
Ti di dod ar bibs?
Screwfix Sprint, yn noddi Pêl-droed ar S4C. Screwfix Sprint yn noddi Pêl-droed ar S4C.
Croeso nôl at yr un ar y lygfa hyfryd yn Hwlffordd pnawn yma. Gemau ola'r tymor yn Uwch Gynghrair Cymru JD. Mae yna 4 clwb yn mynd am y 7fed safle. A dyma chi ambell i wyneb cyfarwydd ar ei ffyn y bagle. Mael Davies agosa at y camera o ben y bont. Tom Price o'r llall, un o chreuwyr Met, y ddau wedi anafu ac yn siarad â'r rhieni Emlyn Lewis. Pawb yn ofyn ei gilydd yn Uwch Gynghrair Cymru JD. Y ddau dîm yn camu i'r cae, felly y ddau'n llygadu'r 7fed safle. Cofiwch bod na sylwebeth yn Saesneg. Member we've got English language commentary available. That's on the red button as usual. Here on Sgorio. Ond fel o'n i'n sôn, 4 clwb yn mynd am y 7fed safle. Met sydd ar fantais, maen nhw'n gyfartal ar bwyntiau gyda Aberystwyth, gwahaniaeth goliau Met ychydig yn well. Cei Conna ddim yn bell tu ôl, chas nhw'n ennill ar gêm yma'n gorffen yn gyfartal. Cei Conna byddai'n cipio'r 7fed safle. Gymaint yn y fantol, fel mae wedi bod o'r dechrau nôl y mis Awst. Drafon ni felly at ein tîm sylwebu ni. Fach dweud bod cyn ymysodwr Cymru, Malcolm Allen yma, fel mae fe wedi bod ers mis Awst hefyd, a Mike Davies.
Good afternoon and welcome to the New Bridge Meadow Stadium in Haverfordwest, where the Bluebirds entertain Cardiff Met University. If Cardiff Met gain a victory this afternoon, they automatically go into the Scottish Cup Challenge playoffs, whereas Haverfordwest would depend on the other result between Aberystwyth and Connors keeper. What a game in prospect. Lineups this afternoon alongside me, Tommy Morgan.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mark. Good afternoon, everybody. Yeah, both sides there. As you can see, a couple of changes for both sides due to injuries. It'll be quite interesting to see how both teams set up this afternoon, as both managers will be looking to outwit each other. Haverfordwest, the 3 in the back, Elliot Scotcher, and then Henry Jones in the number 10 role this afternoon, supporting Davis and Fawcett in the forward line. Wilson, another player to keep an eye on down that left-hand side. And it's a 4-3-3 for Cardiff Met. They may well change that as the game progresses. But Roscoe hasn't scored in 9 games. He's got the number 9 shirt. He'll be looking to break that duck. And Sam Jones, he's been an impressive player this season. Elliot Evans there, Mr. Consistency for me, has been absolutely terrific servant to Cardiff Met. And Elliot Scotcher there, been a nomadic career for him so far, but settled down here at the Bridge Meadow and playing in an unfamiliar position at centre-back.
And there's Dean John, the referee there, who's his final game in the Cymru Premier League today. Dean John, what an example for young referees to keep an eye on if they want to look back on a good career in the Cymru Premier League and Europe as a referee. Dean John, you've been a class act, mate. Go along with that, Tom?
Yeah, 100%, Mark. One of the best referees that's ever donned the black shirt for me, and a real gentleman as well.
Both teams take the knee. It's Haverfordwest County to kick off. Patton with the first touch, gets it wide. Dylan Rees on the ball. Rees goes long, looking for the run of either Davis or Fawcett. 2 up top. Both teams, great to see. Quite a while since I think we've had a game with 2 11s playing 2 up top, Tom.
Yeah, does that mean we're going to get some goals, Mark, do you think?
Yeah, it's going to be a goal bonus day. It's going to be a end of season goal fest at the New Bridge. Great atmosphere, by the way. Emlyn Lewis goes through the back of Henry Jones there. First touch from Roscoe. Scotcher likes to pass it at the back alongside Rees. Rees playing against his old team and Scotcher. Both ex-Cardiff Met, excellent players for the Met.
They're quite interesting, Mark. You know, Jazz Richards is playing at the left wing back and Wilson's playing right wing back.
Yeah,
we have a bit of a discussion to say before the game.
We did, Tom, and I think you were right, but I'm sure that'll change. Davis, Jordan Davis, is full of goals at the moment and full of plenty of pace as well. The other main game, Tom, I think we have to mention is Aberystwyth, who stayed up last week in a heroic 1-0 win at Jenner Park. They host Connors Key Nomads, so they'll both be wanting a Met defeat this afternoon, to be honest.
Yeah, certainly it's really tight for that 7th spot. And Conisky, you know, they're unbeaten, aren't they? They only conceded 1 goal.
Jones, great ball, Fawcett on the ball. Fawcett drives into the front, gets to the byline, gets his team not a corner. Looked like a corner from here. He took Craven on but didn't deliver. Young Ben Fawcett was lucky enough to have him working with us the other week. Going to be a big player in this league, that lad. Torrey Ceci, the injured Torrey Ceci. How much of a blow is that this afternoon, Tom, not having the big man who scored goals for him not available?
Well, certainly he gives him that option, you know, with his height, and his goals have been key. In Haverfordwest, resurgent up the table.
Lang goes long Patton. As you said, Jazz Richards, interesting to see him in there. There's that ball in behind. They'll try and behind with what is definitely a back 3. A back 5, as they say. Davis. Jones tries to play Davis in. First touch by Baker. He gets a free kick. The first free kick of the afternoon awarded by Dean John.
Yeah, right idea here. Jordan Davis down that left-hand side.
Yeah, just in front of us now. I think Sam Jones and Matt Chubb are playing as wing-backs. Definitely. Interesting to see where Carl McCarthy goes, whether he drops in a back 3 or not. Evans fires one forward. One far away, you know. It was straight at and one far away, being a great ball. Patton. Haverfordwest will try and play out. Roscoe, they've been pressed high there by Cardiff Met. Wilson. Great ball, Wilson into Henry Jones. McCarthy, I think, will tag Jones all afternoon. Jones tries to get Wilson in. He's got a yard there. Good first touch by Wilson. Fawcett in the middle. First touch is pretty good. Surprised he didn't take that first time, by the way. Wilson's in behind. Rattles it across. Jazz Richards arriving. Good start. Good play by the Bluebirds.
Yeah, real positive play from the home side there. Started with Henry Jones deep in his own half there. Wilson whizzes that across the 6-yard box, but definitely need to Cisse there, not Jazz Richards.
Yeah, Jazz Richards got a hat-trick at Kevin Druids a couple of weeks ago, so perhaps he's got the goal-scoring feel about his game.
New Saints already won up against Carnarvon.
Yeah, the New Saints have absolutely strolled to the title. You've got to give credit to Anthony Limbrick. Big game next week. Fawcett, will he take the shot on? Fawcett, what a shot that is! What a save from Alex Lang! Great save from Lang, great effort from Fawcett. He's got that feel about this game, Tom. There's going to be goals in this.
Yeah, certainly terrific effort there. And a great save down to his left-hand side there by Lang.
Oh, it's a better save when you see the replay.
Yeah, just bounces in front of him. Fawcett takes that nice and early, which can get keepers unaware.
Corner in. Not the greatest of corner. Joe Evans heads away. Roscoe competing with Rees. Free kick given for the tug back by Curtis Rees.
There's nothing more frustrating, Mark, and we've said this several times this season, than your first corner kick and you can't get over the front.
It's got to go in, it's got to go in, it's got to put the goalkeeper and defenders under pressure.
Especially Lang is not the biggest keeper in the league, is he? He's susceptible.
Evans smashes it wide. Craven gets a free header. Roscoe, good body strength from Roscoe. Strong again, he's earned the corner there, Adam Roscoe, by pushing Kieran Lewis off the ball. It's good work by the centre forward.
Yeah, good upper body strength there from Roscoe. Certainly wants to be back amongst the goals.
It'll be an in-swinger. Harry Owen will bend this under the bar. Idzi being pressed by Adam Roscoe on the line. Emlyn Lewis will be the target on the far post, most probably. It's a good punch by Idzi. Wilson keeps it in play really well. Whether it went to the right place or not. Free kick again, given the other way this time. Fawcett brought down by Baker.
I think Baker knew exactly what he was doing there.
They're set as a 5 now, Tom, in front of us, the Met. Craven as right back, Sam Jones as left back, Chubb, Emlyn Lewis and Joe Evans in a 5. They're matching each other up all over the park. It's going to make it even more interesting. Both teams playing 5-3-2.
So it could be stalemate then, Mark?
No, not at this early moment, Tom. Even someone... Got to be goals in this game.
Well, to be honest, both teams should really go for it because they've got absolutely nothing to lose whatsoever have they this afternoon.
Yeah, we've got to be... most probably have to say that. It is the final league game of the season. It's not a playoff, so a draw is available. Rees. Great header back in by Lewis. Headed away by Rees. Patton. Sam Jones came from Cambrian and Clinic at Christmas. He's done really well. Scotcher knocks it back in. Bit of head tennis at the moment. McCarthy. Scotcher. That ball in front of us is taking a hammering from the heads of both sets of players at the moment.
Yeah, it's the best game of head tennis I've seen for a while.
Pitch in remarkable condition. Well done again to the groundsman of Haverfordwest. Touch from Jones. Scotcher. Fawcett gets it wide. Wilson hooks it over. Jones. Fawcett to Wilson. Great ball in. Davis can really take it early again. Opted to take a touch. That's twice that ball have gone in, and maybe the strikers could have taken it first time.
Yeah, but he's running away from goal there.
Wilson started well, Jack Wilson, on the right-hand side. That could be a problem, that.
Good weighted pass into Davis, but that touch just let him down there. Can't seem to swivel back onto his left foot, can he? Davis.
Scotcher come around really well. Kieran Lewis inside. Baker. Warrior he's been over his 8 or 9 seasons for Cardiff Met. Scotcher. Wilson inside. Jones. Strong challenge. Great tackle from Curtis Rees then against Emlyn Lewis. Wonderful tackle. Wilson. The ball is fizzing round on this turf. Fawcett tries to drive Evans down in the corner. Great tackle by Curtis Rees there on the big man Emlyn Lewis, by the way.
Yeah, certainly a feisty 50-50 that one. Henry Jones back in the starting lineup. Just seeing this tackle again. Yeah, both players going in fairly.
And great to see. And that just goes to show the class of the referee as well. Always keen to give a 50-50 like that. Jack Wilson will deliver long with the throw-in. Rees the target. What a throw that is, by the way. Chance. Great block. Very important block by CJ Craven then from Jordan Davis. Hook clear by Evans. Scotcher. Doesn't take long, Tommy, especially on the grass surfaces, for the pitches to go bone hard. This 66% possession so far to Haverfordwest. Rees wants to throw. Linesman looks at the referee. Referee says throw in. And Wilson will fire this long, looking for Fawcett. We will relay goals from the other Cymru Premier League games. And if anybody watching this afternoon hasn't heard the news already, Pontypridd Town have been promoted into the JD Cymru Premier League. And unfortunately for Barry Town, they will play their football next season in the Cymru South League. Richards. Davis. Looking to get Fawcett in. Evans heads away. That was a superb header, Tom, by the way, just now by Matt Chubb. Bit of a crash landing when he came down, but...
Yeah, he's fortunately injured himself there.
Carl McCarthy. Jones. Oh, great ball, Henry Jones. Davis leaves Emlyn Lewis. Davis should have gone down, could have gone down. He didn't go down. And I think the rule says you've got to go down to get the penalty.
I think he definitely got clipped there.
Jordan Davies may have been a little bit too honest there, by the way.
Well, that's good work actually by Henry Jones there. Great weighted pass here, and that little
he's
nudge
got
there.
to go down. It's a penalty all day long if he goes over. How do you stand on that, Tom? He stayed up and he tried to get the chance off, so that was his call.
Well, the next time he goes down, he'll probably get a penalty.
Or a yellow card. Davies. Different type of opponent from CC for Emlyn Lewis. Davies has plenty of running ability.
Davies asking him there. And Lewis,
he'll know.
He'll say, well, I just put my hand on him.
Yeah. Pretty heavy hand from the big man.
Just enough to put Davies, Davies off. Just that little nudge there.
No, that's a penalty, Tom. If he goes over.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
I'm not too sure, to be honest with you. That's it.
Well, you're allowed to push in the game, are you?
Well, yeah.
In penalty areas.
No, every corner, all of the pushing going on in the corners. That's... I mean, if Dean John sees that again, he'll say, no, that's no penalty.
I'll go and see him at half-time. Jones. Oh, the back heel didn't work out for Wilson. Would have been an interesting one, by the way, because if he does give the penalty, does he have to send him off as the last man?
Clear goal scoring opportunity.
He's through one-on-one, isn't he?
Yeah.
So maybe that was on the back of the referee's mind. Craven.
So you're saying then that the referee pulled out of that because he didn't want to spoil the game and start to send somebody off? Or he genuinely didn't think it was a penalty?
No,
or he didn't see it?
No, indeed, John. I don't think... I probably think it was a penalty. I'm just giving you my honest opinion. I think it's a penalty.
I think if you were managing and I was managed against you, you'd say that wasn't a penalty, and I'd say, what was it, vice versa. Do you know what I mean? It's 50-50.
If I told you it was Christmas Day, you'd tell me it was Boxing Day, Tom.
It's a game of opinions, Mark, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Lewis, Emlyn Lewis, looking for the runner, Sam Jones. It's a great ball in behind. Wilson has it covered. Wilson goes back to Idzi. Do you think that might have been a plan there for Wilson to be able to get at Sam Jones because he's not a regular left-sided defender and he's been in a couple of times behind him already?
Yeah, obviously they've thought about it.
Lewis. Better play. Owen. Chance here for Jones. That's what he's picked for. To get at the defenders. Jones. Scotcher does well. He's lightning quick when he gets on the ball. Jones. Edge of the box. Owen gets a shot off. Good block, Wilson. There is the table as it stands. Cardiff Met have to win to qualify for the playoffs. Haverfordwest have to win and see Connors Key get a victory. But it's a bright start to the game.
Well, if things don't change, Met are in pole position.
Yeah, it's where you want to be. Adam Roscoe. I don't think I've seen him fire a long throw in the past. There's a new one. Pretty decent throw as well. Elliot Evans gets a shot off. It was a good block by Dylan Rees. He would have known how quick Evans tries to get the shots off from the edge of the 18.
Yeah, always dangerous when he's lurking outside that penalty area. Elliot Evans.
Roscoe travels across the other side. Emlyn Lewis, Matt Chubb. Chubb has a great leap on him, Chubb. If Lewis could be the decoy, Chubb could be the one for the flick. Roscoe. Edge of the box again. Evans trying to spin his man in the box. Roscoe, great ball across. Just too much on it from Roscoe. Evans keeps it in play. Fawcett comes back and Gets a challenge on Craven. They haven't got a school of long throws in Cardiff Met, have they, in the student village? Emlyn Lewis takes him. Roscoe, now Matt Chubb, it's your turn. And he fires it in as well. First header from Lewis. Idzi tries to collect. Baker. Owen. Good defensive header by Patton. Little bit of pressure. First sustained bit of pressure so far this afternoon from the Met. Richards dives in there. Lewis. Jones. Watch Patton since he's come to Haverfordwest. Tom, a couple of games we've done, and he's done well. He was, of course, at Barrytown at the start of the season.
Yeah, maybe a mistake to let him go, actually.
He's done well every time we watched him.
Yeah, Fawcett did really well there as well. Held the ball up. Showed a lot of strength for a small lad there.
Well, when Jack Wilson first came on the scene, Tom, we thought he was going to be a striker, a recognised 9 or 10 striker. He's gone and played at wing back, and he's done a good job of it, by the way. Owen. The manager has Haverfordwest playing. He likes to see him get the ball down and play. Nicky Hyan, who's signed a new contract for another year or two yesterday. It's an interesting one. Which way is the ref going to give this? First yellow of the afternoon goes to...
There's definitely a two-footed effort there. Yeah, is it Dylan Rees, actually?
Dylan Rees it is.
There's a feisty challenge.
Here it is. Gets the ball in his defence.
Lucky for him.
Yeah, he gets the ball.
But it's a bit out of control.
It's just, again, it's the technicalities of how you tackle now. Lewis, Emlyn Lewis. Christian Edwards' last game in charge of Cardiff Met. He's been in charge for 13 seasons. He's done really well. Calling clubmen, you're talking 13 years. That's a proper clubman, Tom.
Oh, he's been absolutely terrific. Maybe he's got another couple of games to go, you never know.
That's what you'll want. Chubb inside. Baker tries to slide one through to Roscoe. Roscoe had stopped his run. Bala take a 1-0 lead against Penabontu. Can't win for fun at the moment. They got a big game next week. A massive game then in the Welsh Cup final. Next bank holiday Sunday weekend. Jones at the Cardiff City Stadium next week, 4 o'clock kickoff. Should be a great game.
Should be a cracking game, that. Obviously, injuries have played a big part in Penabon's fall.
Carl McCarthy plays in every position. Henry Jones has put 2 good tackles in so far this afternoon. He would have been told that he has the track. If you're going to play a 10 in this league, that's the cup final tomorrow. Cardiff Met ladies take on Cardiff City ladies in the cup final. Hope it's a good afternoon there. Idzi.
He's been quiet, isn't he, Henry Jones?
Yeah, I think he's working in there as a 10. I think he'd like to just have that free roll, but it just can't be afforded to at this level when they're matching up. Tries to put Jazz Richards in behind. Richards gets his team a corner by the look of it. Yeah, Lewis makes the challenge and it goes behind for the corner.
Yeah, show his experience. Jazz Richards down the left-hand side. Doesn't matter where he plays. He doesn't give too many passes away. Jazz Richards.
I think Henry Jones will go out. He's doing his laces up at the moment, but he will go out and take the corner. And a few big men in there. Patton will be in there. Wilson in there. Scorcher.
Needs to put Lang under pressure, I think, here.
well, sunshine in his eyes as well at the moment. If he could put this under the bar. Scorcher has just gone in to pin himself on top of Alex Lang. Patton 2 on him now. Jones whips it in, the first header by Dylan Rees, just gets too much on it, goes behind for the goal kick. 21 minutes gone. Haverfordwest County 0, Cardiff Met University 0. There he is, the man with the new 2-year contract, Nicky Hyen. Enjoying his life, spoke to him earlier on, really enjoying his time in the league so far. Jones, Evans, Scotcher, good touch, Scotcher. Joe Evans has forged a good partnership with Emlyn Lewis, Tom. They haven't been scoring goals for fun, the Met, but defensively they've improved, and Joe Evans has grown into this league.
Yeah, certainly. I like Emlyn, though. He's got that extra bit of pace, hasn't he, about him as a centre-back.
As a centre-back. Lang should collect. Good sweeping from the young goalkeeper then on the edge of the box. Rees, McCarthy, Roscoe just caught offside. How long do you stay? Obviously it's you'd think it's a must-win for both teams. How long would you stay happy at just matching each other up at 5-3-2? 60 minutes?
Yeah, well, it depends who wants to impose himself on the game as a manager and throw caution to the wind. You're probably right about that. Probably the last 15 minutes of the game, probably.
Evans, Colin McCarthy just had to pick up a bit of room in midfield, McCarthy, and he can use the ball well when he gets it. Jones should have gone wide to Harry Owen first time. Lewis just passing it around at the back there. McCarthy starting to do well in there, Tom. Evans, slide rule pass was not one.
Just wasn't the right way to pass there.
And the run was on, the ball was on, a good ball. He was frustrated there, Edwards. You see Christian Edwards. Harry Owen was in by the way then. He's only got to pick him out with not too much weight on the pass from Elliot Evans.
Yeah, you'd expect a little bit more from the experienced Elliot Evans. 169 appearances in the Welsh Premier for him.
Jones, it's Lewis who cuts it out again. Craven, interest in this one. Owen, yeah, he just wasn't up for the physical battle then either. Didn't want it enough. Wilson almost gets away with one.
And I think one of the reasons why McCarthy's having a bit of room is Henry Jones
trying to get forward.
Yeah, he's getting the wrong side of him all the time.
That could be key, that. Joe Evans.
On the other hand, though, it could be key for Haverfordwest, because if Henry Jones has the capability, like you released Jordan Davis earlier on, that's been the best chance of the match so far, and penalty or no penalty.
Joe Evans is playing in front of us, and I'm going to give him £3 after to get a pair of socks. He's got holes all over his. What's all that about? Don't tell me that is a fashionable thing in football, please.
Needs some fresh air in his calf muscles, obviously.
Roscoe to take the long throw.
I do like Idsy's gloves, though. God blimey.
Yeah.
Fluorescent orange. Yeah.
Fired in. First header by Wilson. Baker tries to keep it alive. Richards. Good strength from Craven. Craven gets the first touch again. Fawcett. McCarthy's been majestic so far. Evans. Well, the sparring match continues. Lewis really fancies himself with that long ball. Emlyn Lewis, too much on it again, too straight.
Yeah, I think the wind is behind the Met in this first period.
They're 9th in the table. Haverfordwest played 31, won 10, drawn 8, lost 13. 38 points with a 0 goal difference. The Met 7th in the table, played 31, won 9, drawn 12, lost 10, 39 points, minus 4 goals.
So what you're saying is nothing between the sides there, really.
Just a point, which could be vital in getting into the Scottish Challenge Cup. Kieran Lewis. Rees. So I think he's seen the ball. Jazz Richards stopped his run then. Just trying to get him behind the back three of the Met. Lang. Patton. I think they're making Patton's job easier, Roscoe and Harry Owen or whoever else is playing up there, by playing either side of the centre forward role, and he's clearing everything, Patton.
Roscoe has just been lazy, Mark. Twice he's been caught offside. He hasn't shown once. I've been watching him for the last 10 minutes. He doesn't come short, he doesn't go long. He's just not in a good place. Obviously the goals he's found really hard to find this season. Yeah, he needs to go, definitely needs to go, Adam. He can produce. It's a foul not given to Henry Jones. Whether the referee played on or not then. Roscoe can show his strength now if he can get at Scotcher. Scotcher knows all about Roscoe. He's played with him for long enough. Roscoe gets across. Great block again by Patton. Craven. Fawcett heads on. A little bit isolated then. Just expected a little more goal, almost action, Tom, so far myself. Well, that ball fell on the outside of the box. The Cardiff Met is racing onto it, and he doesn't. He's got a chance to shoot. If you don't shoot, you don't score. You know, 28 minutes gone back, and neither side have really looked like scoring at all.
Apart from the save from Ben Fawcett, Alex Lang's excellent save. There hasn't really been, like you said, a shot on target. Definitely the Cardiff Met end, that Idzy anyway.
No, Haverfordwest, yeah, that was a shot, was probably on target from Roscoe, but it was well blocked.
In games against each other, Met have the stranglehold. In the last 6 games between them, Haverfordwest have only won 1 out of the last 6. Dylan Rees.
Well, it was a bit late.
Yeah, Craven's caught Rees late there. You'd be surprised if he doesn't interest Dean John here. A decent crowd here at the Bridge Meadow Stadium this afternoon. Free end. There's the old manager there, Wayne Wolvesy Jones, alongside Sean Pemberton. Stalwarts of Haverfordwest County. Wayne, as per usual, still got a smile on his face. Done a great job for Havy West.
Yeah, certainly has.
Havy West.
Yeah, certainly has. Nice to see him here this afternoon.
Lang. Rees hooks it clear. Baker just tries to hook it on.
I like the look of Craven at centre-back, done really well.
Yeah, I think he's playing as a right-sided, he's playing as a right-back, isn't he, this afternoon? And he's done really well so far, you're right. Wilson driving in again. Wilson, can he get a shot off Wilson? Maybe again. The opportunity was there. Take a gamble. Fawcett on the edge of the box. Fawcett tries to come inside. Evans hooks it clear. Really don't know why Wilson didn't take that on then. I think we may show a replay.
Yeah, do you think, is it lack of confidence or what is it? I mean, got nothing to lose. You don't shoot, you don't score. Just passing the buck.
Wilson with a long throw. Lewis comes short. It's a high one to deal with. Wilson does really well. Fawcett tightly marked by Joe Evans. Fawcett try and get something down in the corner. Gets it wide. Ball goes in. Great ball in. Baker in the right position to head away. Nobody else attacking the ball. Richards. Chubb hooks it away. Patton again, tidying up. Jazz Richards. Bala have shot to a 3-0 lead against Penabont. Going into Europe in style, Colin Caton's team. Reese, Jones, great ball, Jones. Reese gets it back inside. What a goal this would be. Davis, can he get the shot off? Davis gets the shot off. Miles off target, but enterprising play there from the Bluebirds. Dylan Reese and Henry Jones in the build-up. Davis not quite on target with the shot.
Yeah, certainly some lovely build-up play down that left-hand side. Davis comes inside, and yeah, Lee said the better about his effort there.
Back three of Haverfordwest have been too comfortable so far. Scorcher, Patton and Dylan Reese haven't really been troubled. Nobody's running behind them. Nobody's caused them any problems at all so far.
No, Harry Owen's been on the edge of the game. Rostro hasn't really imposed himself.
Idzi, 3-on-3 at the back. That's pretty confident of the Met to win the header. Chubb, great header from Chubb. Leaps above Davis. Hayen trying to keep the ball back in play as quick as possible. When he's got on the ball, Henry Jones, he looks promising. Great ball in. Fawcett the wrong side. Fawcett! He gives the Bluebirds a lead! He doesn't need many chances, Fawcett. He's a confident lad. Put through with a wonderful ball. Brought it down. Back of the net. And the Bluebirds are 1-0 ahead. Simplicity sometimes is the best way to open people up.
Yeah, Joe Evans gets caught the wrong side of Fawcett there. Just good run, good composure, great finish from him. You get Jazz Richards' pinpoint ball, wasn't it? Right into his path. He gets to the wrong side of him and tucks it away nicely there, does Fawcett.
Yeah, what a quality first touch, though, Tom. It's coming over the back of his head. He brings it down. That's it. He's killed it enough to get the shot off. Gets the shot off. And it's 1-0 to Haverfordwest.
Yeah, certainly. But that ball from Jazz Richards had class written all over it. Yeah, lovely first touch by Fawcett. Had still had a lot to do. Not easy, those chances, when he just one-on-one on the keeper. Not too much time to think, but he thought really quickly there and slotted it into the back of the net.
Is that a coaching point for Hayen? Jazz Richards, direct ball in. Henry Jones just letting Carl McCarthy. He knows exactly, this is exactly what this game needed. Haverfordwest go top of the championship playoff at the moment. Aberystwyth scored against Connors' keeper. Has been disallowed. Offside, but seen a lot in Fawcett, Tom, in the last couple of weeks, and he has that's finishing ability. You played up there long enough.
Oh, he's
a great finish.
He's an all-action player. I just really like him. I do said that all along.
Yeah, we remember when we came down here a couple of years ago when he started out, Tom, from Hakin United, and he was busy then. Evans, second goal in this game now, could be major. Would it to be Haverfordwest again? Patton's been excellent at the back. I didn't see a lot of Patton before, Tom, but he's impressed, like I said. Sam Jones. Met know now his game on. Bala, by the way, 4-0 ahead in 35 minutes. Lewis. Evans to Lewis.
Not the ideal preparation for a cup final, Mark.
Not at all.
I know they've probably sent a very inexperienced side up there. But,
well, I think we'll have a look at that at half-time, and we'll let the viewers know what sort of outfit they got there. Jones. Fawcett. Full of confidence. It's Lewis's time.
There's a great reverse pass there by Henry Jones. That's the kind of ability he's got.
Won't be long before the Met go to a 4 if it stays like this, Tom. They play just Chubb. That is the cup final next week. Penabon versus TNS. Evans against Scorcher. Two old teammates. Evans drives inside. Too many touches in the end. Threw him the wrong way once. Should have got the shot off then. Tried to throw him the wrong way again.
Yeah, Scorcher done really well there. Didn't bite there at all.
Third Met corner coming up. Got to put pressure underneath on the goalkeeper. Get this ball underneath the crossbar. Evans.
Emlyn Lewis, he's the danger from set pieces, isn't he? A couple of goals last Saturday. Could do the one this afternoon.
One hand up. Usually means near. That was. Oh, it's one apiece! One apiece, and I think it's Joe Evans who was involved in giving the ball away the other end. It's his 44th game for Cardiff Met. It's his first goal. Evans makes it 1-1. Haverfordwest County 1. Cardiff Met 1.
Yeah, pinpoint corner kick there by Elliot Evans, right onto the head. Yeah, nobody moves. What was Dylan Rees doing there?
Just won his battle. He's won his battle. He's marked, but he's won his battle. It's a good finish. Yeah, it was a great corner.
It was an excellent ball, Mark, but really you've got to be defending better than
definitely.
that. I mean, you got some physicality. You've got to push him there, or he's the wrong side of him as well.
Just the right time to reply then. Sam Jones, Wilson, he's in. Patton heads it away. It's a great reply from the Met, by the way. Only behind for a couple of minutes. And they're back on top. Evans decides not to go back to his goalkeeper. Fawcett gets the first touch. He's got to keep it in play. Great ball from Fawcett. Oh, almost from Henry Jones. Starting to open up the game now, Tom.
Yeah, certainly the goals have given it the game a bit of a buzz.
Yeah, the Haverfordwest coach will be disappointed in taking the lead through a good goal and giving one away, like you said, as easy as that from a corner.
Well, they're cheap goals from set plays, aren't they? From free kicks and corners.
Alex Lang did come out of his box for one or two earlier on. He's gone down. Surely not cramp. Not a 22-year-old goalkeeper.
You've got a goalkeeper, Max Manson, on the bench, so
Connors Key on the attack against Aberystwyth. Ball comes in. Byron Harrison takes the shot, by the look of it, fumbled by the goalkeeper. It's back of the net. 1-0. Connors Key. They take the lead against Aberystwyth. And it's Craig Curran who gets the goal.
Yeah.
Could be a big goal for Connors Key, were it to remain like this after 90 minutes.
I think that puts them top of the league. I think, to be fair to Connors Key, I feel sorry for Connors Key.
They are top of the league at present.
Yeah, if the results stay the same, obviously it's a long time to go before the end of this afternoon. But you know, Connors Key, I think, considering what happened to them, their response as a team, as a club, has been absolutely fantastic.
Oh, 10th game today. They've let one goal in that period, which is amazing stat in any football league. Chubb fires the throw off, threw that like a bullet. Just gone a bit quiet here at the Bridge Meadow since the equaliser from the Met. 40 minutes on the clock now, and the Met pressing for the second goal. Chubb. Squatcher gets it away. Baker starting to win a lot of seconds now. Oh, great effort! Oh, what a goal! Kyle McCarthy doesn't get many, but when he gets them, they're special. And that is as special as you like. Kyle McCarthy, it's Cardiff Met 2, Haverfordwest 1. And it's one Idgie would have had to make a brilliant save to keep that one out, Tom. Well, what a goal.
I don't think any keeper would have any chance of saving this effort. It's a lovely bit of play here. This little layoff here from Elliot Evans right into his path, and he takes it in his stride and absolutely drills it into the top corner past Idgie. That is an absolutely fantastic effort. What a goal from Kyle McCarthy.
He is played for the last 7 or 8 seasons. McCarthy gone under the radar for a long time in this league. Can play in any position for the Met. He's Edwards' Mr. Go-to when they're short. He's gone in central midfield today, and I tell you what, Edwards wouldn't be disappointed if that's the last goal he ever sees for the Met if they win 2-1. What a goal.
Terrific drive. He caught that absolutely perfectly, didn't he? We can see now what Haverfordwest all about, Mark.
Well, no, we have got the game on our hands than we thought, and the Met ahead. And the next goal now is even more vital. Roscoe putting pressure. Corner given. A third goal now could be a winner as early as this stage. Kyle McCarthy, if you're going to strike him, any kids watching, strike him like that. Top corner, first touch, wonderful.
Clean as a whistle. You can see as soon as that ball left his left foot, it was only one way place he was going to go, and that was in the top corner of Idzi's net.
And could be involved in goal of the month, maybe goal of the season. Harry Owen, pressure on the Bluebirds now to stay safe in the last couple of minutes of this half. A little bit going on in it. Dean John between Roscoe, I think, and Jazz Richards. Yeah, he's seen it himself. How important these next couple of minutes now, Tom?
Certainly vital they don't concede here. Haverfordwest.
Swings it in. Idzi collects.
Don't look comfy at all, do they? Defending. Corners.
Still trying to play out. Yeah, the Met got a bit of a spring in their step now. Sometimes, you know, you play your 20 passes, your 30 passes, trying to build goals, and then you see goals like Fawcett's, like McCarthy's. McCarthy looks to spread play. Roscoe, good touch from Roscoe, good strength from Scorcher. Just delayed it too long.
Now, to be fair to Henry Jones there, Mark, he saw that the player was going to be offside.
Do you think he was?
Yes, he was. He was.
Yeah,
If he'd have done it straight away, he was in.
Fawcett
was
disappointed.
Yeah. It's so vital, you know, when you've got a well-drilled defence like the Met have, that key timing of the passes, everything.
Wilson. Fawcett's goal opened the score only 10 minutes ago, Tom, and they're 2-1 behind now to the Met.
Yeah, great response from Christian Edwards, his team.
They got through to Europe, by the way, a few seasons ago at Ballard, if you remember, with an Elliot Evans penalty, and they really enjoyed their European trip. Ryan Brobble gets a second goal as TNS take a 2-0 lead against Carnarvon Town.
I think Dean John had a quick glance at his watch there, so half-time he must be waiting for a cup of tea.
Yeah, but looking at the Haverfordwest players, Tom, I think they're just as stunned as the crowd are at the moment. Like you said, they were 1-0 ahead 10 minutes ago and playing really well. Suddenly they're 2-1 behind in a game they got to win. Big team talk from Hyen at half-time coming up. Two added minutes by the fourth official. Roscoe will fire the throw in. One of the major talking points at the half-time may have been the penalty incident with Emlyn Lewis shoulder or hand on the back of Jordan Davis. Dylan Ebenezer and company could be speaking about that at half-time.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll get a mention.
Oh, great ball. Roscoe. He's peeled off to this left-hand side again. Can he get the shot up? Oh, good effort. Great save, Idzi. Superb effort from Roscoe. That's right in front of us. Yeah, and it's a fine save from Lee Idzi.
Just try to curl that. Use the player there as a block and curled it. And Idzi was at full stretch to keep that one out.
Yeah, and of course it's a good save from Idzi because he stood behind the player. He wouldn't see the ball till late. But the Met still pressing for this third goal. Harry Owen to take the corner. Could be the last bit of action in the first half. Owen delivers. Free kick.
Oh well. Take a pick there, Dean John. A lot of pushing and shoving.
There is Lee Idzi. It's an important save from Roscoe. Could do nothing about the wonder strike from Kyle McCarthy that gives Cardiff Met a 2-1 half-time lead. Izzy. Matthew Chubb had that back all day long, unopposed. Craven has put one in behind. Straight back to Izzy. And I think Haverfordwest need half-time as the referee blows his whistle after the first 45 minutes. The Kyle McCarthy wonder strike gives Haverfordwest a 2-1 lead at half-time. Don't go away. Look forward to seeing you in the next 45 minutes.
Screwfix Sprint, yn noddi Pêl-droed ar S4C. Screwfix Sprint, yn noddi Pêl-droed ar S4C.
Croeso nôl i Hwlffordd, ble mae Met Caerdydd ar y blaen ar ôl i hyn ddigwydd. Kyle McCarthy oedd hi'n berffaith am gol. Un o goliau gorau'r tymor, os nad gol o'r tymor yma. Fel hyn mae pethau'n sefyll ar hyn o bryd. Felly, gyda y Met ar y blaen, nhw sydd yn fantes o ran y seithfed safle yna. Mae Cei Connor ar y blaen yn Aberystwyth. Craig Curran i cael y gol o ran y canlyniadau eraill. Mae'r bara di taro 4 yn erbyn Pen y Bont. Cei, Ebi, Will Evans a Mendes yn cael y goliau fan yna. A dwy ddim y seintiau ar y blaen hefyd. Felly digon yn digwydd o gwmpas Uwch Cymru JD, ond fan hyn am goliau ni wedi gweld fan hyn. Oedd eitha tawel am hanner awr, Sean. Beth ddigwyddodd wedyn ni? Ni syth i mewn i gael y goliau fe, achos dyma ddigwyddodd wedyn ni. Am gêm ni wedi cael. Wel ie, oedd hi fel ras gyffylau. Hwlffordd yn mynd ar y blaen, nhw yn y seithfed. Wedyn y Met Caerdydd, ond hon oedd y gol am bas gan Jazz Richards. So cymeriad, Fawcett yn cymeriad y cyffyrddiad perffaith. A mae'n bennydd i'n gelfydd, just yn tyco i mewn fel petai yn y postyn pella. Ond am bas gan Jazz Richards. Henry Jones wedi bod yn amlwg gyda ambell i blas, ond fyna yr assist gan Jazz Richards. Ie, Hwlffordd yn edrych yn gyfforddus am hynny. Tuag atio, dim llawer ynddi cyn y gol yna, ond nhw oedd yn creu fel sy'n gweud Henry Jones, ni wedi gweld ambell i eiliad hyfryd ganddo fe. O wedyn ni, mae'r gêm yn newid yn llwyr. Beth ddigwyddodd? Wel, gwelwn ni'r gol diwetha o McCarthy, oedd hi'n dipyn o gol, ond bydd Leeds i falle bach yn siomedig. Fi'n gwybod bod lot o chweir o amgylch felly mae fe'n styc ar ei linell fyna, ond mae'n gol rhy hawdd i fi i ildio i'r Hwlffordd. Yn amlwg mae Met Caerdydd wedi gwneud gwaith catre nhw, maen nhw'n gwybod yn wedi targedu yna efo un neu fwy o giciau o'r cornel. Ie, achos dyn nhw'n dîm sy'n mor uniongyrchol â hynny, ond maen nhw pnawn yma, maen nhw fel sy'n wedi gweld rhyw wendid bach falle. Ie, falle, maen nhw'n gwybod pa mor gyflym yw Hwlffordd yn y llinell flaen, felly oherwydd hynny, Emlyn ar y degau wedi chwarae y bêl hir a trial cael y pwysau oddi ar y tîm, ond un peth am Christian Edwards, mae fe'n gwybod siwt i seto'i dîmau lan yn erbyn unrhyw dîm yn dod o draws. Oedd wedi cynllunio'r gol nesaf, mae pwysig sy'n gol Kyle McCarthy eto. Pawb yw'r ateb syml, Sean, am gol. Wel, mae jyst yn un o'r heina, mae'n estyd lan yn bert. A ti'n gwybod, unwaith ti wedi bwrw ergyd fel la, dim ond un canlyniad sydd. A sef wedi cerdded ar bêl yn ei ddwylo fe a rhoi yn y gornel ucha, byddai'n mynd i gallu gwneud gwell. Mae jyst yn, wel, dyn ni wedi sôn, gol y tymor, mae'n sicr ar yr hester. Mae'n gwella, rhaid i hefyd, achos mwyaf chi'n gweld i, mwyaf chi'n sylweddoli, dyw'r bêl ddim yn hollol gyfforddus, o'i flaen eich oedd. Na, mae'r bêl yn cymeryd bobl bach, a fi falle bod hwnna'n helpu e. Fi'n gwybod, falle bod rhywbeth hirt i ddweud, ond i ryw raddau, mae fe'n foli. Wel, am gol, speechless. Mae sefyllfa, mae dal yn agos, achos os yw hon yn gyfartal, mae yna legedyn o beth i Cei Connor wedyn, dim llegedyn o beth. Os yw nhw'n ennill yn Aberystwyth, bydden nhw'n cyn cipio'r seithfed safle. Aber yn sgorio, ddim yn cael ei chaniatáu, a wedyn ni, Craig Curran yn taro. A peth i Aberystwyth, Sabre falle'n siomedig, Sean. Mae Cei Connor yn cael y fantes, so mae'n anodd taro nôl yn ebyn nhw. Ydy fi Sabre yn, mae angen i safle honna, ond fel ti'n gweud, am gyfnod neu am 5 munud, oedd Cei Connor yn y saithfed safle, wedyn wrth gwrs y Met gyda'r gol yna, McCarthy, nhw sy'n yn y fantol ar hyn o bryd. Ie, a os mwy o iddo fan hyn yn yr ail, beth sy'n taro chi yw bod bydde pobl tu allan y Gynghrair, felly meddwl pan bod pobl yn poeni pwy sy'n gorffen yn seithfed, ond mae cyrraedd y gem ail gyfle yna, cael y cyfle i herio clybiau'r Alban, mae'n fynd bach o wobr i'r clybiau yma. Wrth gwrs bydde, ni'n gyd yn cofio llwyddiant gath Cei Connor yn cyrraedd y ffeinal, fe allan nhw'n ennill y ffeinal yn y marn ni, sy'n ni'n cymeriad y cyfleoedd ni, ac wrth gwrs yn ariannol, mae'n hollol bwysig. Ie, mae'n popeth yn help yn amlwg, mae'r hael yn gwenu fan hyn, ond mae batrwm o'r rhaglenni dogfen tu ôl y llenni nag oes i'w cael o ran y byd chwarae, ond mae'n rhoi campus mas na, mae'n arall ar y ffordd yn ymwneud a'r clwb yma, gan i glywed mwy gyda Sean Edge.
Diolch, Del. Ryan Evans, Haverfordwest club videographer. I think that's what you said was your title was beforehand. You've been working on a really exciting project, but first of all, quickly, what were your thoughts on that first half?
Well, the fact that we're still fighting for 7th place is remarkable from where we've been up and down this season. But yeah, pretty balanced first half. I felt we took our chances well early doors. Could have been 2 up at one stage. But yeah, a great goal. That second one from Met is, you're not stopping that one.
No, absolutely not. Now, you're the man behind the new documentary called You Can Have It All. Behind the scenes story of Haverfordwest season. Just tell us all about it, Ryan, and how the idea came about.
So I worked for the club, Wayne Jones' backroom staff for a number of years, so I know the club well, but obviously after the pandemic came down for the first time in a long time. Met with the chairman, his sort of aspirations to be as professional and innovative as possible. We got talking, one thing led to another. I'm down and I'm filming the guys on and off the pitch. You know, it's real much access all areas, insight into the club and also the league in itself. You know, we've been up and down the country all season. Like I said, the highs and lows. Really, I couldn't have asked for more drama throughout the season. Obviously, with management change, player change, injuries, you name it, we've literally had it all this year.
You have picked quite the season to do this documentary. Now, just remind us, when is it out? Where can people watch it, Ryan?
So, I say the official trailer goes out Monday across the social media channels, and then we're looking early June. I think it's the 9th of June penciled in for it to go live. Again, it'll be advertised across the social media channels, but I believe it's going on the YouTube channel of the club, and so that's where everyone can tune in and get an insight in and out of the club.
I have to say, we've seen a sneak peek of the trailer. My favourite line is, boys, this is going to rival The Last Dance.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
You got big hopes, big hopes.
Yeah, Netflix will come calling, I'm hoping.
Well, Ryan, best of luck. We can't wait to see it. And yeah, exciting times ahead for this club. Well, who will have it all at the end of this game? Who knows? Ail hanner enfawr I ddod fan hyn o Hwlffordd. Ymunwch â ni am yr ail hanner ar ôl yr egwyl.
Screwfix Sprint yn noddi Pêl-droed ar S4C. Screwfix Sprint yn noddi Pêl-droed ar S4C.
Croes yn ôl I Hwlffordd. Y tymor arferol yn gorffen pnawn ma, lot mwy ddod gemael gyfle. A di syl nesaf, rownd arfynol Cwpan Cymru. Yw Pen y Bont yn gallu caro nôl. Maen nhw'n rediad ofnadw ar hyn o bryd, ond maen nhw yn y rownd arfynol yn cwrdd ar seintiau newydd. Maen nhw'n colli o 5-0 yn y bala pnawn ma. Ac ar fi'n colli 7fed gêm yn olynol, ond yn allan nhw'n erbyn y bala I gyrraedd y rownd arfynol. A maen nhw yno, wythnos nesaf yw hynny, be sydd I ddod pnawn ma sgwn I. Nôl hynny at Malcolm Allen a Mike Davies.
Welcome back to the New Bridge Meadow Stadium in Haverfordwest, where Cardiff Met University have 1 foot in the playoffs at the moment. They're 2-1 ahead against the Bluebirds. Bluebirds took the lead, but 2 goals from the Met put them in pole position. Still alongside me, Tommy Morgan. Tom, good 45 in prospect.
Yeah, certainly nothing to lose for Haverfordwest. Christian Edwards there. I'm sure he told his troops at half time, let's keep it going in the second period and see it out. And what a goal it was from McCarthy to put them 2-1 ahead.
Well, there's no changes as such at half time, no tactical changes. It's 5-3-2, both teams again. Second balls was key, especially towards the end of the first half. The likes of Colin McCarthy were getting on a lot of the second balls. You did bring that up, Tom, about how he was picking up balls, and the likes of Henry Jones and company were trying to get on further. That midfield battle for 3 against 3 is key when you're playing 5-3-2s.
Well, again, you know, if you're picking him up defensively, he was free. He ran onto that pass from Elliot Evans and just
from the back of the net.
Yeah.
Emlyn Lewis has been strong. Patton knocks it back in. A lot of head tennis in the first period of the first half. Then the ball was brought down. Sam Jones looking to clip Harry Owen in. Patton wins ahead of Wilson. The wind at the back of the Bluebirds now. Evans. Dylan Rees gets a wide to Jazz Richards. Richards knocks a great ball in. Fawcett coming back from offside, definitely. You can see that from here. Just got us what's the lines when somebody like Richards couldn't put you in earlier. The quick football brain of Richards put him in then.
You put him in for the first goal. They're open the scoring this afternoon. Fawcett needs to learn how to keep onside. It's part and parcel of being a striker.
Tell you what, Tom, just in front of us there's Matt Chubb and Emlyn Lewis. The big lads, big athletic lads to play in that back three. Lang. Great header from Craven, who's done well. You said that early on as well. Chubb heads it back in. Lewis.
Quick question for you, Mark. Do you think there'll be a few clubs interested in, now that Christian Edwards is leaving, that there might be an outflux of players?
Yeah, it is. You're right, Tom. You know, it's a great question. It's a question that you've got to think deeply of. I mean, he's key at Cardiff Met. I think he has a major role anyway in the university. So full-time, I don't think he'd be leaving the university. But part-time, I would think if there's a football job coming up, he would always be interested. Don't forget, he's an ex-Welsh international. He had 400 league games. So his stock is good. And he's had 13 years in this league.
Well, he certainly is, no question. He's an experienced and excellent manager as well. So I'm thinking the way that the Welsh Premier League is at the moment, that other managers will be definitely in for the better players that Cardiff Met have got. Like, I mean, the likes of Emlyn Lewis.
2-1 ahead, put it into the stand, he tells his players. He's managing that well at the moment, Tom, that he boots it away himself.
You have to work at his first touch there, though.
I'd have slammed him with the yellow if I was Dean John. Definitely have that on your last game, mate.
Yeah, and just seeing Fawcett there. See, that's great strength from Emlyn Lewis there. Just leaned into him.
Chubb. Richards gets a foot in. Does he put it in early with left foot? No, he cuts back out and goes onto his right. Craven recovered really well there. He stopped the cross and he's still trying to stop the cross. Great defending from the young right back. Tremendous work. He's outwitted and Jazz Richards then. Twice Richards could have put the ball in.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, he'd be having a chat with his teammates tonight. That he got an international, tried to meg him, didn't fall for it, and won a free kick for himself.
It's been a bright afternoon so far down in West Wales. Bala are on the half a dozen. 6-0 Bala against Pêl-droed. Could be a long second period for Pêl-droed. Rees. Wilson gets it inside. Jones skips his marker, tries to thread one in. Chubb again playing really well in that back three. Matt Chubb. He's a player for me, Tom, who's developed so far this season at Cardiff Met. Matthew Chubb. He was in and out towards the end of last season, but he's a major player for him now.
Yeah, he's been terrific, really consistent.
So strong as well. Roscoe gets himself a free kick, hides the ball well and buys his team a free kick.
Yeah, at the moment, Haverfordwest don't seem to have the key to unlock that door.
Well, it'll be the 7th game now, and they've only beat them once. And there's no rush from Emlyn Lewis. Interesting, the referee wasn't having a word with Lewis then. Could he take a real amount of time on that? Roscoe on the edge of the box. Baker, Evans, Elliot Evans, Craven. Rattles one into the feet of Harry Owen. McCarthy. Sam Jones. Baker against Lewis. Craven plays it in. Roscoe. Can he get a shot off? Roscoe. They're comfortable when they're on the ball at the moment, the Met. They're only 2 on ahead. But I think there's more.
Yeah, a little bit of link-up play here. Nice little sharp turn there for Roscoe.
There's more to come from him, I think, on the break. Davis. Knocks it long. Fawcett. Lang will have time to let that one run out of play. I know Shepherd didn't start the game. For me, he has to start. If he can get 45 out of Shepherd, I'd be bringing him on. He changes the way they play. Flint 0, Newtown 1. Chris Hughes' Newtown as Kyle Patton goes down. Patton passed the fitness test to play. He's shaking his head.
Yeah, I think his afternoon's over.
Yeah, they could go to a back 4 here, I think, and change. Danny Williams is warming up.
That means an extra striker coming on. So a positive move for Nicky Hayen.
Adam Roscoe in shot there. He'll be keen to get a goal. He said he hasn't scored for
9 games now.
9 games. It's a long time. There is the top 6. The new Saints, Bala, Newtown. Effectively, in the end, pulled away from teams. So Carnarvon, if it stays like that, will have a home match. And Flint. Alaric Jones coming on for Carl Patton.
Change the system.
It's a good replacement, in fact. Jones for Patton. Disappointing for Patton. He's been out injured for a few weeks. Jones will come back on. But since that second goal, Tom, Craven with the header, they just think they're winning battles all over the park now. The Met, and they look stronger. Izzy put under immediate pressure by Roscoe.
Yeah, they just look comfortable in this game. Haverfordwest really don't look like they're going to break them down.
Yeah, they could be a team who would go in as well. They did it, said they qualified for Europe 5 seasons ago.
Right, okay,
from this spot.
Hugo Wilson, who set the league alight last season, and he's playing virtually as a right back. Now, for me, you've got to be playing him in forward, as far forward as you can.
Yeah, well,
get him the ball, get in behind.
We did talk about that in the first half, you're right. Go and play alongside Fawcett.
Well, he's a creator. So, when he plays that deep...
Yeah, he can make runs and not hurt you. Whereas if he was in the last third, he'd run in behind you. I know what you're on about. Jones trying to put Owen in behind. Baker, they're winning seconds in midfield too often. Reese does well then, by the way. That's the type of ball you're on about. And Davis there, it's a good foot race there. Davis and Lewis, both quick players. Oh, great defending from Lewis. A little bit going on after the ball. The referee is spot on there. That is superb refereeing.
Yeah, but Lewis just showed what that extra bit of pace as a centre-back you've got to have. Lovely little ball by Reece here to Davis. Davis looks as if he's going to win the race, but no. Over comes Lewis. Yeah, he turns him, comes inside. No, he read it really well. And then, as I said,
and then a little bit of afters.
I don't mind that off Davis. There is a side to him. And if you're going to be a striker and a good forward, you need a bit of devilment.
Well, if you are 6'3", 6'4" centre back and you've got pace about you, you're going to play at a good level of football. Reese. Wilson wins his header. Kieran Lewis gets it wide to Jazz Richards. Richards, Chubb again, sees the tackle. Curtis Reese could do with a hand in the centre of midfield, winning them second balls against the Met, because the Met just starting to win them all. Lang just puts it into Rosette there, Lang.
Mark, can you play a midfield 2 against 3? The 3's going to win, especially if you're passing the ball, and that's what's happening at the moment.
Yeah, well, they're playing Henry as a 10, so Reese and Lewis are in there against the 3. Idzi. Good header that time from Wilson. Evans just takes Fawcett out.
He does well there to be Fawcett. So just get his head there, wins a free kick.
TNS are warming up for the final in style, winning by a few goals. Penabont are not having the greatest day before their biggest day in their history. They're 6-0 behind the Ballot, but all thoughts from Rhys Griffiths and co will be on next Sunday's game. Jones, can a set play get the Bluebirds back into it? Craven again's having some game at right back, Tom.
Certainly a clash of heads there. I think it's Dylan Reese in the wars there.
Corner away from Evans. In it comes Lewis, who else clears his lines. Chance to get it back in early now. First touch from Jones. Second one was important. Harry Owen done a good job of blocking the cross.
Mark, you've got to be having quality in there.
It's got to go in earlier.
Yes, absolutely. Henry Jones, he's a better player than that.
A goal now would really set this game up and the finish of this bottom 6 in the JD Cymru Premier League. Jones undercooks the corner. Lewis, Richards. Technically it wasn't a great ball, but it's in there. Fawcett was hoping from the run from Jones out wide. The run wasn't made and it's gone behind. Almost 50-50.
I think what we don't probably appreciate here is the wind's playing quite a bit of this game. It's quite a gust out there in the middle of the park.
How much are the Bluebirds missing Torre Cisse this afternoon, Tom? 11 goals, 6 assists, and a big physical presence to have played against Emlyn Lewis. That wasn't the worst ball, you know. That won the boost ball by Craven. Wilson. I know the way Edwards plays his back fives, Tom, and I tell you what they do well. Club rugby, Cardiff.
Against the Ospreys.
Derby game there. That's the easiest free kick you're going to give away all season. Dylan Rees just bundling into the back there. I think it's Chris Baker he bundles into. Baker has got a smile on his face because he just knows he's got a free kick for absolutely nothing.
Yeah, former teammates there. No love lost.
Conference there in the Haverfordwest dugout.
I don't think he's got anything to lose. He's got to make a couple of changes here.
It's 2 goals he needs to win the game and 3 points they need to get into the playoffs. So start rolling the dice. 60 minutes on the clock.
Williams and Shepherd.
For me, yeah, definitely. Go with the back 4 if you're going to win the game. Owen. Far post. Chubb's in there. Chubb goes down. Christian Edwards asking questions. I won't go straight on the play. Interesting to see the replay. The linesman, Emily Lewis, has gone over and asked the linesman a question.
Well, it's a bit like the first half.
It's a bit like the, yeah, definitely. Definitely.
What were you saying? Oh, is that a penalty mark?
Could be. The first half I thought was definite. The second one, I don't think. The first one for me is a definite one from Emily, and I won't change my mind on that one. Chubb. Owen with a flick. Rees gets it away. Yeah, Cardiff Met play their wing backs higher than the Met. Evans.
Just showed there. Jones just let that ball go out. A metre out. Did have a good touch. He was out the game.
You've got to compete. You've got to keep competing every ball in this league. I think Andy Morrison said that last week. Great ball. Chance. Just offside, Davis. Right in front of us there. It was a good ball through from Henry Jones. He won the midfield battle. He passed the ball through. But Jordan Davis just offside.
Yeah, it was marginal, I think, that one.
Well, his face says, how close was that, ref? Just, yeah, he is offside. Roscoe drives into the box. They're looking for that third goal. Gets past Dylan Rees. His touch let him down. Once he'd beaten Rees, he'd be disappointed not to get the shot off there. He is Dean John, final game. After many a year in the Cymru Premier League. Still got a smile on his face. Mark Whitby and Roger Gifford. Mr. Gifford. Haverfordwest look like making a double substitution in a minute. There's 2 in front of us. The long throw in. It's a foul by Chubb on Wilson.
It's a little bit needless when you give fouls away there. And you know, in a really great position, he grabs his shirt.
Yeah, Roger Gifford and Mark Whitby.
Well, 2 really, again, 2 great referees there.
Yeah, superb. Done a great job with Welsh football. Elliot Evans. Had a quiet afternoon, Elliot. Jazz. Craven's battle, Tom, with Jazz Richards has been tremendous. Apart from Jazz Richards setting that first goal up, Craven's gone toe-to-toe with him all afternoon. McCarthy. Evans. Roscoe favouring the left wing this half. Can he cut inside and get the shot off? Craven again. Gets the ball in. Craven. Seen McCarthy do it. Really enjoying himself, Craven. Oh, edge of the box, Evans. The switch is on. Wilson. Goalkeeper stays. It'll be a 50-50 in the air. Oh, Chubb done well. Just cut the run off of Davis then.
Yeah, he just blocked him. Actually, it was a poor ball by Wilson, though.
Yeah, this is there to win for the Met at the moment, Tom.
Well, they just look a lot better organised than Haverfordwest at the moment.
Yeah. Great ball in from Owen. Scotcher goes back to Idzi. Catches on the half volley, catches really well, Idzi. Forset. Sam Jones comes away comfortably with the ball. Oh, superb from Jones. Reese May could go into the history books there. As Dean John's last yellow. With Curtis Reese there.
Yeah, because Dylan Reese has already had a yellow.
Jack Wilson, it is coming off for Ryan George. George will come on, maybe the same 1-for-1 there. So it'll be interesting to come off. Danny Williams will come on for Kieran Lewis. I think that makes the midfield a bit more lightweight if Danny Williams goes in there, because Danny's more of a striker. He's been at Cardiff City last season, Danny.
Test to see if he can defend first of all.
Evans, great area. Oh, big chance there if Chubb uses his head instead of his feet. Roscoe itching to get a shot off. Chubb keeps it in play. Superb chance there. Lewis likes to get amongst the goals. Williams, the breaks on. Davis, Forset making a run. Davis, Jones goes the other side. Baker tries to foul him. Jones comes inside. Oh, Sam Jones. Quality Sam Jones. He still has a presence of mind to be involved in the break. How smart a piece of play was that, by the way. Owen. Excellent play from Harry Owen as well, getting his team a corner.
Yeah, terrific counter. And they were countered by the other counter. Cardiff Met, excellent defending. Denied Henry Jones at one end, and then they just broke away and got a corner at the other end. So both teams trying to catch each other out.
Yeah, hang on there, Chris. Your retirement may not be as soon as you thought it might be. Evans, a goal here would almost put him in for certain. The corners haven't been great today, Tom, apart from the one they scored from both sets of teams.
Mark, they've been shambolic.
Jones, Davis. Craven's aggressive nature as a defender pays off again. Kyle McCarthy. Craven hooks on. Owen chasing Jones down in the corner. The Met have reached the playoff 3 times. They said they won it once against Ballon, got their way into Europe. The Met have only won 3 out of their last 14 games, by the way. So they haven't been on the greatest of form. Chubb's a player, by the way, Tom. The right back and centre back. If he's... I think he was a bit... He's only been in the team a year. At Moise Tegid, there's some record breaking going on. Bala are 8-0 ahead against Penabont. 7 was their previous record, and they still have 22 minutes left in the game. I really hope that they don't go down, whichever team you set out, and if it is a young team ahead of a cup final, you have to feel for them. I just hope it doesn't get any more. Oh, great ball, Evans. Has he got the pace? Roscoe gets her. It has to be for me. It's a penalty for me. This time, what type of card is it? Oh, it's a yellow for diving and no arguing for Roscoe. The referee. What a decision that is. Roscoe walks away, by the way, no arguing.
looks as if one time he was favourite to get to the ball. But Dean John still got the energy to be right on the spot.
Well, it often tells you the truth, Tom. What a ball, by the way. Roscoe does well to get there. Here we go, Tom. VAR. Bounces. No contact. No contact. It's a dive. What a decision by the referee that is. Everybody, including the commentator, had awarded a penalty before play broke up. Another one wanted. Starting to heat up a bit here at the Bridge Meadow. Richards. Craven again. Richards puts it into a good area. Williams on the far post. Headed back across. Fawcett looking for the ball. Hook back in. Baker. The post doesn't go well. Williams. Chance over the bar. Overhead kick in the end.
Davis it is.
It's Jordan Davis with the overhead. Ball was everywhere.
Great opportunity. Kept alive the back post there. And then, well, 9 out of 10 for effort there. Just a little bit unlucky, didn't get the contact he wanted there. But that's their brightest opportunity of this second period.
Has to open up now for Haverfordwest. They need 2 goals if they're going to get into the playoffs, so it's time to throw caution to the wind.
Yeah, plenty of time, Mark. 20 minutes left.
Going back, Tom, to that penalty incident, it's so easy in the crowd to say that was a definite penalty, and the referee, who's only 20 yards away, just strolls in and makes the right decision.
Yeah, and everybody thought he was going to show a red card.
Oh, all of us. There's no contact here. It is. Roscoe goes across the goalkeeper. Keeper takes. Well played, the goalkeeper as well, by the way.
It's a little bit embarrassing, doesn't it? You know, Pêl-droed losing 8-0 and still hasn't finished. I mean, it doesn't matter what side you put out.
No, it's still on record.
Oh my gosh.
I hope it doesn't get any worse, like you said. It's an aimless throw in from Rees.
Not the kind of results you want in a Premier League.
No, they've been few and far between the last couple of seasons.
Yeah.
Chubb. Been very influential in the game, Chubb. And they're ahead. The Met 2-1 ahead, and for me, they've been the better team so far with 20 minutes to go. Davis, if he makes connection, will be offside again. Yeah, he is. They just the bottom half of the table. Cardiff Met could be on their way to the playoffs of the Scottish Challenge Cup, and Scotty have had some wonderful games in that Scottish Challenge Cup, as we can remember, Tom. The Connors Key saga. What a great run that was.
Oh, terrific.
Andy Morrison was even talking about it on Monday and mentioning how much he enjoyed it.
And really, they should have won that game. I mean, you know, George Horan had a brilliant chance to make it 2-0, didn't he?
And watching the Met this afternoon, they'll be a good challenge to the likes of Gynghrair, Flint and Pêl-droed. It'll be, won't it?
They'll be hard to beat.
Yeah, definitely.
They're well organised. They've got lots of energy about them. The one thing they probably are missing, they have scored a couple of goals today, is that, you know,
someone to put the ball in the back of the net.
Yeah.
I think that's what they've actually lacked in a long time. I think 1 year Elliot Evans was made most probably top scorer in their bulk of their period in the league with 14s and 15s. I think if Adam would have got into the 20s, he would have had a great chance.
I mean, last season was Ollie Hubert, 14 goals.
Yeah.
Now he's an out-and-out sniffer. If they've missed something like that this season.
And will this open up the coach's eyes for Haverfordwest? Again, this is almost like maybe a big game compared to what they've been playing the last couple of weeks, and there haven't been any big performances as yet from any Bluebirds.
No, and I think what you've got to remember, Mark, is that the second half of the season they've been playing against
bottom six.
The bottom six.
Well, that's what I meant.
Yeah. So they need a lot of players if they're going to challenge next season. You know, talk them going part-time, full-time, inverted commas.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, all for it. But they've got a lot of work to do.
Jones, Fawcett, gets on the ball, shuts it down. Emlyn Lewis just glides in front of Fawcett and puts it behind for a goal kick.
Do you know that, Mark? That is like David against Goliath.
It was.
And there's no way Goliath's going to get beaten. Much as he's tried, and I like he's got plenty about him, Fawcett, but Emlyn Lewis, basically, he's got him in his pocket.
25 years of age, Emlyn Lewis. Maybe he is coming to the end of his Cardiff Met contract, who knows? Football League clubs, Emlyn Lewis?
Well, I was talking after, you know, people are looking at Lee Jenks at Aberystwyth, and they could have a good look at...
when you've got pace like that, Tom.
Absolutely.
It's a direct one out of play from Lang. Aberystwyth, as all season, great ball in. Cameron Allen gets a goal, brilliant to see. Malcolm Allen's nephew, Gavin Allenson, there's a chance here. The Allens are back on the map.
I'll tell you one thing, Mark, Eric, the under-16s at Aberystwyth, he's a terrific lad, and he's a prolific goal scorer.
Well.
Got loads of talent.
And that is almost a better result for Cardiff Met, where they were saying that they still got to see the game out and get a victory. No urgency still from the Bluebirds. Same free kick 4 times, hasn't gone past the near post. Richards, Lewis gets it first again. Jones, Davis, well out of the box there. Scorcher trying to play their way through. Davis, Davis gets a ball across. Good interplay between Davis and Fawcett then.
Yeah, Davis did really well down the right hand side, and good run by Fawcett into that near post. Just can't get enough on it. And again, the Centurion looking after him in close proximity.
Lang, play. Chubb just putting it into an area, gets his team out of trouble. Dylan Rees does exactly the same, but doesn't keep the ball on the pitch. $734 the crowd at Haverfordwest. How they would love that every week. One thing, as we often talk about, is lacks a little bit in crowds. Gynghrair Premier League, 700 every week at every club would make such a difference. Look, everybody enjoying their stuff. Of course, we've got the fine weather as well. They've had the most draws in the league this season, the Met, 12 draws. They won one this afternoon. And with 12 minutes to go, they look in pole position. Craven. Idgie will collect. I think the Idgie, there's another one on the Haverfordwest county staff who was on loan at Barrytown, or signed for Barry early in the season. What a kick that is, by the way. Balago 9-0 ahead against Pêl-droed. Start to look an ugly scoreline that for Pêl-droed. That could change it, the Golden Boot scorings as well. 9 goals, Tom.
Yeah, be interesting to see who's got the goals. I don't think Venables was injured today. He wasn't playing, was he?
And the game, Tom, almost 80 minutes on the clock, has just gone off the boil now.
Well, Cardiff Met sort of well in control, really.
Yeah, no intensity from Haverfordwest. He still playing with that back five. got to throw somebody else forward now to put some pressure. And if Emily Lewis has been comfortable, as you said, all afternoon, for me, just, you know, go and put Dylan Rees or Elliot Scorch or somebody, put him right on his face and put him and stop him being comfortable in his defending. Jones, great running from Jones, gets it across, the brakes on this time. Richards, Baker, again.
God, look after the ball better than that.
Yeah,
Mark.
but
It's good ball by Jazz Richards. You know, a little flick from Henry Jones to flick to nobody. Yes, possession back to the Met makes it far too easy for
not the worst ball either in the world. Colin McCarthy will get a chance. Does he take a strike again? Richards comes back, just gets the tackle off. Evans had one long ranger this afternoon. Evans is quite adequate in that department. Yeah, Danny Williams has come on playing in midfield. He has to go up top for me the last 10 minutes.
Keeper's down again.
There's a lot to be said about these goalkeepers coming down like this. It takes the sting out of the game, and I for one know, you know as a manager as well, right, that's a lot of these stoppages, they're pre-organised.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Connors Key is a classic example. Half an hour. Keeper always used to go down, didn't he?
Absolutely. I told Morrison last week, but by the way, he was looking the other way and he couldn't hear what I was saying, thank God.
You're afraid you're going to feel your collar, will you, Mark?
It's double figures at Moise Tegid. 10-0. Balla 10, Penabont 0.
Yeah, it's pretty embarrassing, that, to be honest.
It's 11-0. It's 11-0. We don't get no joy in reading these scores out, by the way, but we're just funneling the score through from Moise Tegid. We'll obviously start talking about records, the league record in a minute. Got some educated people in front of me to put pressure on, like somebody who's been in the league from the start. Dylan Ebenezer is in front of me. I've sent him away. And he's just told me Arsenal are 3-1 ahead.
Well, they're only playing Manchester United.
Ebbsy, I could ask the question, have you been around longer than the referee here this afternoon, Ebbsy? Through it goes to Alex Lang. 8 minutes left on the clock for the county to turn it around here. Have they got pre-season and new signings in their mind at the moment, Tom, would you say? Obviously.
Well, I should think that the recruitment drive has already started. I certainly should have.
Shepherd will go back to front quick. That's why he would push Danny Williams up as well. Now Williams has gone up, and there is Williams, a bit more aggressive. Davis gets it in a corner for Haverfordwest.
If Emily Lewis isn't man of the match, then
Chubb's run him a long way, and McCarthy, to be honest. This will be an interesting one to pick this afternoon. With the goal McCarthy scored, and it being a winner, he won't be far away either.
Well, he hasn't really shown in the second half too much to me, Mark. I mean, Lewis has been a colossal in the back.
He has. Short corner this time. Oh, he gets away with that one. Still doesn't come in, though. Whatever you do, short corner, long corner, trick, no trick, the ball has got to come in. You've got to put that ball in if you've got 4 or 5 men in blue shirts in there.
Yeah, right idea, but execution again, that final ball from Henry Jones.
Short again. Goes back to Richards, now 30 yards from goals to put it in. And who heads it away? Emlyn Lewis. Scorcher with a flick. Chance here. Where does it land? Just wide of the target. It was Jordan Davis with a lob. Finally came into the box.
Yeah. Good opportunity, that. A back flick there. Oh, Not easy, those chances. Keeper did well to put him off, actually. Cut his angles. Seen from another angle. There. Evan Lewis in the position.
Owen competing with Scotcher. Shepherd. He's got 3 forwards to pick out now, Shepherd. Because Jones has gone forward as well. They almost thrown 4 forward now. Could be interesting time now for Roscoe and Harry Owen on the break. Jones. Williams. Davis. Chubb again covers for Emily Lewis. Highlights Monday evening, 5:30 and 10 o'clock on Geiriau. Now, as we know already, there'll be plenty of goals to watch going in. Lang. Over 5 minutes left. Craven has won that battle, by the way. Done really well all afternoon. Chaz Richards superb as usual, but Craven has just stepped up to the mark to play against a class player. He's done really well. Davis being patrolled again by Lewis. Can Jones take one on? Jones gets a great shot off! Oh! Wonderful strike from Henry Jones. Couple of inches over the bar.
Yeah, great effort there. Just opened up for him. Takes it early. The keeper was really struggling there.
Struggling. He was nowhere near it.
He was flapping at that one.
If that's under the bar, it's in, but it's not. It's still 2-1. The Met have to hang on 4 minutes.
Just see from behind the goal mark, and it just rose at the last minute, that ball.
They are showing a bit now. They're getting the ball forward and getting it in the box a bit earlier. That'll run out of play though, and it'll give the Met time to just sit in behind again, go long from the goalkeeper.
It's quite interesting for me, why hasn't this been done earlier? I mean, you know, there's less than 5 minutes left and they start to throw caution to the wind and push a few people forward.
Yeah, well, what he's done now, he's absolutely pushed Chaz Richards right on. He's pushed the substitute right back right on as well, and they're competing.
So, but you need 3 centre backs. Exactly, I think it's just go to back 4.
Exactly, not when you're 2-1 down, wanting 2 goals anyway.
Is 11-0 the final score from Caerdydd?
Still playing. 11-0 ahead of club record goal scoring for Bala. Alex Lang took a few minutes out of the game again, by the way. So I should imagine there'll be 3 or 4 minutes added to the time. He goes wide with a kick. Ryan George competed with Sam Jones. No man of the match as yet from Malcolm Allen, but yours would be, Tom, you said Emily Lewis.
Yeah.
I'll let you have that one.
Yours would be?
I would give it to Kyle McCarthy for he's been Mr. Dependable for Barry Town's season. Just got worse if it could have. They're 1-0 behind. Unbelievably to Kevin Druids. Kevin Druids could have finished as the worst possible points total. They haven't had a good season at all, Druids. But that would be a real bad last result of the season for Barry, Tommy.
Well, that probably sums up their season, that result.
Chubb. Force to get the free kick. Chance to get bodies forward. Now this will be interesting. The New Saints take the 3-0 lead against Caerdydd. Can't believe they've gone short there.
Neither can I, Mike.
They're 45 seconds on the clock. You've got 5 men. Flint 1-1 with Newtown. Late goals going in. It's a great jump there from Fawcett against Lewis. I'm sure he'll let him know about that one later on. Roscoe with a touch. Harry Owen bundled off the ball by Dylan Rees. Dylan Rees will keep going. Williams. Still two, like you said, Tom, there's 2-on-1 at the back marking Adam Roscoe. Don't know what for. Davis. It's got to go in. It's got to go in. Scorcher. 5 minutes added. That will be a lot to do with
Dean John's farewell 5 minutes.
He's nicking 5 minutes. Jones. Fawcett drives into the box. Arm on the shoulder will give a free kick outside from Emlyn Lewis. He says no, but it definitely was this time. Emlyn, you got away with one in the first half. He's pinned you this time. You just can't put your hand on your shoulder like that. Fawcett goes down quite easy, by the way, but it's a free kick.
Yeah, definitely a free kick there. Can they do anything with this though?
Aberystwyth still drawing with Connors Key, so the draw would most probably do the Met.
On the goal difference.
Everybody bar Jazz Richards in the box. 4 minutes left on the clock. Henry Jones with the free kick. Far post. Misses everybody out. Disappointing result from that. Roscoe loses out to Williams. Owen puts it behind for a corner.
Testing Cardiff Met.
Yeah,
defensive resolve here now.
They are being tested now in the last couple of minutes. And they want to see the season out with a win. The Bluebirds will want a point. Jones with the corner. Everybody bar Richard. Don't go short. He's gone short again. Jones. If I'm a centre half going in the changing rooms at the end and I've gone up for 8 or 9 corners, I'm having a word with the corner takers, because 6 or 7 times they've gone short and haven't got them in. You're an ex-centre forward. What do you think of that?
Mark, I'd be doing my nut.
Well, you must put a great 50-50. Ref says Shepherd goes into the record books as Dean John's last yellow card.
We never know, Mark. There's still 3 minutes left.
No more. I wouldn't be surprised if Dean John refed Shepherd's father, by the way, Gary Shepherd, who had a great career. Harry Owen leaving the field. Lewis Rees coming on as a substitute. And man of the match. We got 2 commentators sweating on a gigantic bet here. It's Tommy Morgan with Emlyn Lewis. It's Mark Jones with Kyle McCarthy. End of season. Lewis with the kick. It'll go down in the corner as far as he can. Just a little bit too much on it. He'd be disappointed with that. He should have got an angle on it. Little things change football matches. Has to win the header this time. Goes above Chubb. Oh, almost. Davis will take the corner.
Just shows how strong the wind is.
It's got to go in. In it goes this time. Header from Jones, collected by Lang. Goal kick. Malcolm Allen's man of the match is Kyle McCarthy. A great decision from Malcolm Allen. As Tommy Morgan falls off his seat commentating.
Just because he scored a winning goal, you get a man of the match.
Oh, quality strike and a great midfield performance. Lang. Aberystwyth have finished at 1 apiece. Matt Chubb would be somebody I would be looking to take, Tom, in this league.
Yeah, I'm sure a couple of clubs have already noted.
Well played, Jazz Richards, well played. Gets it inside, Williams, Davis. Gets a ball across. Oh! Henry Jones gets a header off. 4 yards out. It's got to hit the back of the net from there, Jones. What a finish that would have been. Williams. Craven. Brilliant move from the Bluebirds. Had to spell a goal.
That's his brilliant cross by Davis.
What a cross.
Thumping header, but margins, small margins.
Small margins, you are right, win games.
Win or lose games, exactly, but...
What a move.
What's this lovely reverse pass there by Williams. Great trickery, great cross his left foot. Couldn't do much better than that, Mark. Just the finish wasn't quite there.
Don't know whether it catches the defender on the shoulder. Oh, should have been a goal. Everyone forward. Grandstand finish at the New Bridge Meadow. Last kick of the game, no doubt about that. Henry Jones. Haverfordwest trying to force a draw. It's a draw at Aberystwyth anyway, so it won't make any difference on Cardiff Met's participation in the Scottish Challenge Cup playoffs. Can the Met hold out? Idzi up as well, the goalkeeper. Dean John's last 30 seconds or last decision in Cymru Premier League football. And he blows the final whistle. His last game is won by Cardiff Met University, who see out a 2-1 victory at the New Bridge Meadow Stadium. Well done to both teams. And congratulations from myself and Tommy Morgan to Dean John, who's been a credit to his profession as a referee. Final score at the New Bridge Meadow Stadium: Haverfordwest 1, Cardiff Met 2.
Wel, am ddiweddglo dramatig i'r gêm yna. Hael y gwenu, a lot o gefnogwyr yn gwenu bod Hwlffordd wedi colli fan hyn. Digon yn digwydd. Dewch i ni ddechrau drwy gael yr ymateb yn ei syth ar yn pennau Sioned Dafydd.
Well, Christian, the Christian Edwards chapter isn't quite ready to come to an end yet. At least one game to go. What were your thoughts on that performance?
Outstanding today. This is a very dominant ball with the ball side, Haverfordwest, and they didn't play at all today. We pressed them from the front, caused them problems. You know, I know their players, Dylan Rees, Elliot Scotch, are very, very well. They're fantastic football players. We knew if we stopped Elliot Scotch from playing, we'd win the game, and that's exactly what happened today. And you know, it couldn't be a worthy winner in Cal McCarthy's goal. It's a fantastic strike from. This football club never knows when to give up. You know, it's its 7th final or 7th playoffs. All this stuff is incredible, and that's testament to the players and the staff. So yeah, very, very pleased.
That Kyle McCarthy goal, he doesn't score many, Christian, so I'm not quite sure where that came from today. He was outstanding.
He was outstanding. You know, Kyle's very adaptable. We've lost Tom Price, but we put Kyle McCarthy in there, and he just puts on a performance like that. It's fantastic. But it was all the boys today. I thought they were outstanding, from Alex in goal right up to Lewis that came on, plus the subs. I thought it was a really good team performance.
Christian, huge congratulations. We'll see you in the playoffs.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Christian.
Wel, fel mae Christian Edwards yn y gefau ail gyfle, felly y dyma cadarnhad. Fel mae ffynu gorffen Met Caerdydd sydd wedi mynd ar 7fed safle yna. Chwarae teg, a'r Bari wedi colli'r gêm ola yn erbyn derwyddon cefn, felly dim nhw'r gweithio erioed, maen nhw'n gyfartal o ran y clwb gweithio erioed yn y Gynghrair. Ennill i hael gêm o'r tymor yn erbyn y Bari am ddrama, am gêm. Ni wedi cael fan hyn, Sean, o'n i wrthi'n canmol perfformiad Henry Jones ymysg yn gilydd fan hyn. Dim bod nhw'n mynd gallu ennill y gêm, ond gallu wedi cael gêm gyfartal reit ar y diwedd, am bnawn o ddi.
Wel, yr ergyd o bell, fe welon ni, a wedyn y cyfle hyn.
Bydde hon di bod yn gol well na i McCarthy, fi'n credu.
Wel, o'r rhan y chwarae, Jazz Richards yn ei wych lawr y chwith, a wedyn y croesad yn ei arbennig, a 4 llathen allan, mae rhaid i Henry Jones sgorio hwnna.
So, ni'n gwylio wrth yn ochr ni, mae Jazz Richards yn troi chryw, jyst arwydd am hynny, oedd gymaint fi'n gwybod ni'n dod i fod yn trafod Met, ond jyst ni wedi cael cipolwg o sut mae Hwlffordd yn datblygu fan hyn, chwarae teg. Ie,
yr ail hanner i ryw raddau braidd yn dawel tan y 2 funud diwetha gwallgo na welon ni. Ond mae nhw'n tîm sy'n mynd i cyfhau tymor nesaf, mae hwnna'n sicr.
Beth am y gol sydd wedi ennill i, mae werth gweld eto, ac eto, ac eto. Kyle McCarthy, take a bow with nhw unwaith, nag yma?
Take a bow, straight down the barrel of a gun, fel maen nhw'n gweud fyd. Mae jyst yn istedd lan wedyn ni bod wedi boblan a mae'n cymeryd ar y foli. Ond bod tro ti'n gweld y gol yma, mae'n gwella. Yn sicr fydd hon y rhestr fer gol y tymor.
Am ffordd i orffen pethau o ran y tymor arferol, a mae yna fwy i ddod. Seintiau newydd i ennill pnawn yma, digon di bod yn digwydd dros y lle. A hefyd, mae rhaid ni ganmol, mae'r y rhediad, arferiad teuluol yr Allens yn parhau. Cameron Allen wedi cael y gol yma i Aberystwyth. Mae'n wedi bod yn sgorio goliau'r ail dîm yr Academy Show, mae'n teimlo fel eiliad bwysig.
Ydy, o'n i siarad gyda'i dad rhyw bythefnos nôl yn gofyn wedi digon da i wario ar y lefel yma. Gaf, wrth gwrs yn gweud ydy, mae fe'n sgorio'r goliau yn sicr, mae'n dod o Malcs a'i dad hefyd yn gallu sgorio goliau, felly dwi'n disgwyl dyfodol disglair i Cameron.
Cwpan Cymru wythnos nesaf yn fer iawn. Problemau dy pen y bont, ildio 11 yn ebyn Bala. Fi'n gwybod mae'r boes ifanc yna. Ie,
yn hollol. Wedi mynd ar tîm ifanc lan i'r Bala. Fi'n hollol wahanol wythnos nesaf. Dwi'n gobeithio i tîm Rhys Griffiths.
Diolch am y cofni, Sean. Hwyl fawr i chi.